level 6 on the Earth Spirit is what they want, right? So you get level 6 on him, and then you can start making some moves. But their lineup overall doesn't look super surprising. It's probably just going to be very stable play. Get the Meteor Hammer on the Tide. It's pretty predictable how he's going to push the off-lane tower and then try and go towards mid, most likely. But it's all about, to me, it's all about how the carries start out, if Sven gets a good start or not.
Well, he's starting out standing on the enemy ramp in the mid lane.
Yeah,
Come at me.
Place to be.
Yeah, where you at? Any vision? No, don't see anything. Is that that's not a river, that's the little ward up on the little cliff top near that top rune spot, isn't it? Sneaky one.
I like that one, but, you know, it's tricky. It's something that people don't really deward very often. I don't think I've ever seen anyone deward it, to be honest.
No, it's real awkward. You don't want to waste a sentry putting it up there. Not going to happen.
Yeah, I'm putting it on the ground is like, yeah, you can, but it's more that nobody really thinks about it as a ward spot. So many games, people just walk by there.
Yeah, it's like that ward that's to the left of Shad on that cliff top. That has become like way more popular, and people like religiously start dewarding that now. Because the Dire love to get their bit of vision over there. EG going to come down and invade. Whisper. Starting with the Gush, and the Stormhammer follows. Dive away from Kaori, gets him the distance he needs. So Bounty Runes looks like it's going to be 2 for 2.
Yeah, 2 for 2 at the end of the day, but having to skill Icarus Dive on level 1 is not a great feeling for Phoenix. You normally want to start out with Fire Spirit to try and harass in lane. This does set you back a little bit. The level 1 Icarus Dive doesn't really do any damage, and it's very long cooldown as well.
Dota is so improved by these twin gates. Like, oh, my carry and my POS 5 moved bottom for the Bounty Runes as the Dire. No matter, we're TP top for free.
I think it was necessary with the fact that they expanded the edges of the map.
Oh, yeah.
I think it really makes everying better in that regard. If the map was still smaller, I don't think there's a need, but now with Dota being so massive, you need a way to get around, man.
You sure do. Well, Kiara going to start his game. Yeah, level 1 dive, dewards the small camp. This has given Whisper a bit of free time to get his CS going. Phoenix even going to block up the large camp in the meantime. It's a nasty, nasty place to be, though, right? Phoenix against Nature's Prophet. Right-click battle.
He's at -1 armor right now.
Yeah.
The Blightstone is bringing him down. He's going on the tower, where he's at least going to be at, you know, plus 1 here. But otherwise, this is a tough right-click trade. And like I pointed out, without Fire Spirit, it's just impossible to win the battle.
Whisper just denies 2 creeps in front of Shad's face as well. It's not fun for the Void against Gush and Anchor Smash. And Whisper having a cracking time already, 5 and 4.
Yeah, look towards this bottom lane to be really difficult. Whisper has some really solid laning, and with Matthew having a favorable support-to-support matchup as well, it's going to be tough. So they basically need to be able to do some damage to Sven on the top lane. But it's actually by Sven who's going to be aggressive. Throws out the stun, trying to get this guy off him.
It takes a bit of damage in return, though. Toby just getting there with the clicks and the double bores. With a Panda IO behind you, salving up and keeping that regen going. Not too much lost in the end.
Yeah, Toby just is right-clicking away at the Sven and going for the no-access build. Even putting a point in Inner Beast, so enabling the attack speed. The +10 attack speed offsetting the -10 attack speed that Skywrath recently got.
Oh, yeah?
The nerf.
It's also like, I'm not going to give stick charges to IO. I don't want to do that.
Yeah. Yeah, that's a good point as well. Surprised Io didn't even start with stick. He went for a circlet. I guess for a little bit of more right-click damage, getting the universal stat damage. But I feel like stick would be good. You already have 10 charges built up on Sven. Uses them there to just sustain a little bit.
And then mid lane, we've not looked there because nothing's happening.
Don't even look, man. Like there's no point. We can look at the CS, you know, a quick tell here. We got 15 or 16-3 for a Dragon Knight. He is out CSing C-Smile right now.
Where's your first blood?
This is why we don't look at mid lane.
That's on us. Matthew TP's up there to help, of course, and Nature's Prophet adding in that bit of dog pile from the side lane. Can't tough and kill
no
this guy.
Responsibility. I said don't look.
That was all me. That was all me. Poor Pablo, I'm so sorry.
Keep fighting a little bit around top, but with Nature's Prophet still hanging around here, you gotta be a bit careful on Quest. He's finally gonna go back bottom.
And come and help Whisper out. But I mean, really, Pakar Sven, they first picked this hero for a reason. We have seen some nutty stuff from him. I really look towards these right-hand side of the map, the ancient camps being stacked up, his transition through that northern jungle, through mid into that bottom lane. And he gets his farm going up very quickly. And he's always going to be ahead of this Faceless Void, right? And that's why Shad is queuing the Midas, because he knows that he has to scale later and try and edge out that difference.
Yeah, basically. You can go Mask of Madness instead of Midas on Faceless Void, but Midas just feels really good in this patch overall. For any hero that was previously considering, like, oh, do I really want it? Is there something else I want? I think going Midas is fine. The recent change to getting 2 charges on it did make it a lot better. But yeah, definitely Sven is going to be overall out-farming him, but Void, he has that safety in late game. Knows that he scales harder.
Oh, he does. That's a big juicy creep wave for Whisper there. Let's see if we can gather it up as top lane. Akar's unable to close in onto Toby. And slowed down by the Hawk and the Boar. As he's still Quest in this top lane being pushed back and pressured though.
Yeah, they get pushed back. The Cleave doing a good job just killing off the creep wave, and C-Smile thinking about an early rotation here even, going in behind. This is unusual. 4-minute gank. You might not be expecting it. They're really low on Beast. The scan though, that's gonna tell them that, okay, you need to play safe under tower.
Yeah, they know something's not quite right. He's not showed on that mid lane for a while. And does give DK that CS advantage now. So Noob going to get up there with 32 last hits. I'm looking at Whisper's denies though. Like 10 denies as an offlane tie. That's got to feel tremendous.
Yeah, he's doing a great job and just getting a very nice start. Having the Ring of Health as well. He doesn't really feel at danger from anything here. The Phoenix can't really threaten him, and Faceless Void is just focusing on CS right now. At the same time, Faceless Void 22. He's not too far behind the Sven. Top again.
Matthew TPs. Gets the kill on Toby. He's such a pest. This Nature's Prophet as a position 4 just appears out of nowhere.
Yeah, and because of how Tidehunter is already so sustainable on bottom lane, now with 2 points in Kraken Shell, you can leave him to himself and he's going to be fine. So that opens up these ganks from Nature's Prophet. And also more time for him to stack up, already stacking a big camp.
Exactly, no time wasted, no redundancy. C-Smile getting going on mid, but rolls himself away with a nice kick. 2 heroes did come in here to try and help out. H-Drone even denied by Matthew. So Matthew TP's top, ganks, kills, goes to jungle, stacks. The IO is also wandering around stacking camps too, so they're really going to ramp up for that transition where the Sven will shift into jungle and then head to Ancients. It's never just a TP to Ancients, right? It's a walk through jungle to Ancients, while farming.
Yeah, you walk around. Yeah, exactly. You just smoothly kind of run around and farm. The first move as a carry is going to be from top towards the Ancients. You know, just farming your way there. Kaori has the two trees here to get free from the Sprout. Mid tower push, though, with his catapult, the DK. You always look towards the first DK ulti to try and get some tower damage. Not going to be able to bring down the entire tower, but at least half HP gone already.
Definitely an irritant that EG kind of feels like they need to mitigate that. So they brought a couple of supports in there, make sure C-Smile is okay with that move. And 7 minutes coming up also means Wisdom Runes are arriving, where Toby has shifted to the left. And a TP from Matthew will get the one on the right-hand side. And then you look at bottom lane. Hey, Whisper, what are you up to? You got a catapult behind you? Just tank up for that bad boy. Push Shad out here.
Yeah, he's just going to try and keep it alive for a little bit here. Not going to tank too long under a tower, but Void is struggling for every single CS that he wants to get. He has to fight so hard. This Tidehunter just being annoying as all hell. Like, look at him. Even that range creep, he gets smacked like 10 times just trying to battle for it.
Now he just time walked as well, right? He's going to get Blood Grenade, and Sprout blocks him away. The damage is coming thick and fast. Shad with the Lotus does get out of danger. Mana running low on Whisper there.
Yeah, but the real danger is not hitting creeps. That's the real danger for a carry. So he's not out of danger in the sense that, you know, he's doing what he wants. He missed 2 more melee creeps there. He can time walk in for this range creep, but doesn't want to do it because he's scared. So missed 3 creeps, and now they're pulling as well. This is a lot of time that he's not allowed to do anything.
In the meantime, Quest did get that mid-tier 1 at long last. And the Dragon form claim their objective. And it looks like C-Smile pretty low on HP. Might get jumped here. Dragon Tail will stop him in the roll, and that Sunray with the Breathe Fire burns him to a crisp.
Good use of smoke running up on him there, ganking him. And yeah, this is starting to look like a pretty bad start for Earth Spirit. 20 CS behind the Dragon Knight, who's out farming him as is expected. But getting killed as well after losing your tower, and he hasn't made his first gank yet. And now the stacks are opened up.
Yeah, they shift into that jungle. Kaori and Noob gathering up. I mean, that's a beautiful little stack here. Going to get level 6 on Phoenix quite quickly.
A triple stack going the way of the enemy team. That's really, really bad for you. Of course, that was some of the potential comeback as well for Earth Spirit.
One thing they are still lacking is that level 6 on Sky. I'd love to have that Mystic Flare unlocked so you can start playing with the DK and the Beastmaster. And again, it's another one of these drafts where that DK last pick, excuse me, was a bit of genius, honestly. So we were already talking about how they can pair up different heroes with different ultis and cooldowns. They add that DK in for another layer of, hey, if Beastmaster's pushing up this top lane, Sky can play with the DK mid or into jungle, into Ancients. Go with the Phoenix, that Chrono Supernova combos there too.
Yeah, they also have another hero that, you know, will bring some good right-click control, so it's not all about Faceless Void later on. You just have the Blink Dagger on DK, so just going towards top, starting to push. Whisper comes up here to try and defend. This is not really where Whisper would want to be, though. Like, yeah, he can defend here, but ideally, this Meteor Hammer was meant to take out not one tower, but two. But since you already lost your mid tower, he can't just make the usual Tidehunter move of just standing mid and Meteor Hammering.
It makes things much more awkward.
No Sky ulti yet, but they go on Sven anyway.
Jump stun. There's the Supernova as well. Io with a tether trying to heal up. Pakazan does relocate him back. A little bit of distance there as the Supernova lands, but doesn't connect with anybody. So Quest will look to disengage.
He wants to farm it. Pakaz wants to try and go for the Ancients here, but still not sure how safe it is. Finally gonna commit. Ulti, Mask of Madness. Someone needs to tank a few hits here. Pulls back.
Those Ancients are dangerous beasts.
Yeah, when you Mask of Madness, you lose so much armor, so gotta be careful not to get brought down in the process of trying to clear them. But he's working towards that full Echo Saber, not too far away from it right now. Just needs like 700 more gold or something.
And Panda will happily follow him around, gather up some bonus XP. And of course, all that stack gold going to the supports as well. So this kind of shift up where you said Whispers move top a little bit unnatural means C-Smile's the one that has to play bottom now. Is that good for him though with the game that he's been having?
I think it's fine that he can play down here. The downside is that normally you want to look for kills with Earth Spirit, and I don't think that he can really kill Faceless Void with without Relocate being available. Maybe with Reload they can set up and do it, but his kill threat is pretty low on the map right now since Tidehunter is locked in on top and Sven is just farming. It's a bit hard to see how the Earth Spirit is going to enter the game here in a good way. And meanwhile, the DK, he has a much more straightforward game plan. Just go at the tower, click ulti, hit tower. And he's doing it again on top.
Whisper wants nothing up here. Does not want to be involved. And quite a simple take for them. Or even TPing Phoenix into mid lane to gather up that wave. And playing forward with the other three that remain up here. And Tidehunter's not a hero that they want to just go and jump on. They'd much rather connect with C-Smile or one of the supports. Easy pickings for them.
Yeah, interesting as well that he went for 0 points access all the way until now on Beastmaster. He skills them up to get this stack pretty much. You want to have 1 point at least so you can keep doing these stacks. But maxing out the Call of the Wild early is going to make the Death Ball a little bit stronger as well coming in from them. When they group up, he's going to have many points in aura and they can just run at people and start smashing them down. And that bird is really annoying. The Hawk, I mean, it gets 625 health when you have 4 points in it. You don't kill that thing.
No, they're invulnerable. Well, now Whisper has stepped like 3,000 range away from any kind of safety. They will be starting to go on him. Noob trying to body block the tide. Toby going to walk around and slow him with the boars. They've got a bit of damage here from Omar's Scarith Mage and a Ravage from Whisper, maybe setting up for a turnaround play. There's nobody apart from Matthew. Pakaz and Panda have relocated in. They kill Toby and now a roll in. Scarith Mage claimed by Pakaz.
That was a nice bait play, honestly. It looked like he was an easy kill, even from our bird's eye perspective from the casters. You know, oh, he's all alone over there. But you have to remember the Nature's Prophet plus the Relocate. You can easily bring 3 heroes immediately. And the final hero, that's Earth Spirit. He can travel half the map in like 4 seconds anyway. So it doesn't really matter too much how far he is. He got there in time to help out with the fight as well.
Yeah, it seems like an important moment for EG as well, because like you were saying, it's been kind of a quiet game in terms of fighting and kills. Yes, Quest have been taking down towers and the such. But hang on a second, is Matthew spotted? He is. Tries to TP out under the nose of Noob and Toby. And they cut down the trees. I should be able to bring him down eventually.
Bit too greedy play there, trying to go up. I think he was looking... He got the sentry block on the Ancients and he just got spotted from the high ground.
Well, yeah, be pretty quiet for kills. That team fight, you know, a bit of momentum for EG, gives them a bit of breathing room on the map. Make sure that Quest doesn't have his continual run at the tier 1s.
I think Quest are very happy with a slow game, though, overall. Yeah. Like, they're the ones taking towers, but they're also the ones going triple Midas, right? They have Midas Faceless Void, Midas DK is coming out now, and the Phoenix, who is in a lot of trouble, but gonna use the little Phoenix trick, is gonna go for the Midas as well. Yeah, this play is so stupid. I hate when Phoenixes do this. I love when they forget to do it, but Kaori, he knows his ways around the Phoenix. He's no beginner at this.
Unbelievable scenes. What we can do with some of these heroes. Just fly off the map, mate.
It reminds me of Carry Spectre doing the same thing, right?
Yeah.
And Batrider as well. There was this meta where, like, edge of map was just abused really hard.
Broodmother.
Yeah, everyone just going off the edge. But nowadays we don't really have that. They expanded the edges, so no, it's more difficult to get all the way there.
Oh, almost 10k net worth for this friend. 15 minutes in. We're getting there. And a few more stacks, a few more lanes.
He's gonna have his BKB and just now, actually, and those creeps from the lane creep there was enough. So disassembles the Echo Saber as it gets delivered. You can actually keep it for now as Echo Saber to farm faster, or you can disassemble if you want. But wouldn't be terrible to just have it ready to be disassembled as well.
Omar going quite deep here for an Observer Ward. Gets it up on the high ground and sees Panda. Noob with Blink Stun ready. Thinking about the go. Looks like EG just going to back up and consider their options down south instead. Where Scarlet Mage TP's in to help out this Faceless Void. So they've got Chrono Mystic Flare. Can they save the Phoenix? No, they can't. Kaori silenced and slain.
Gotta be a quick takedown. That means they can keep sitting down here and just throwing out some beam hammers on the tower with the Tidehunter. But they're not really putting a squeeze onto Faceless Void's farming grounds too much, because he can still just fall back into the jungle and even go to the Ancient area if he wants.
Just leave the Scarlet Mage there to gather up the pieces. A little difficult to kill off the catapult, though. Is chipping away at the tower.
Yeah, Sven, no care in the world, just gonna shove top lane. This is one of the values of having Sven as a carry, is that he quickly pushes. Hold up mid.
See Smile. Stunned up, and they've got the chain stuns there as well. Dragon Tail into Roar, takes down the Earth Spirit, relocates in though, and Kaori gets off the Supernova before dying. And the Chrono saving it up. The egg's gonna land, the Mystic Flare's good, and Pakaz, he's in trouble. Sven, he's about to die, gets a couple more taps out, but he's gone.
What a combo right there. You get baited to relocate in, trying to save after C-Smile gets caught out. But there is that combo, the Phoenix ulti and Shad in position on his Faceless Void. Gets a nice chrono, and that's what you want as carry as well on Faceless Void. You want to get the chrono used and then run back to farming. Put that shit on cooldown.
I mean, how many Uno reverse colors did we have there? They go and see Smile, EG coming to the relocate, and then... Oh, well, back to you.
Yeah, keep playing it. That's a costly death as well. I mean, being dead as a carry always feels bad, but Sven, due to how fast he farms in the early game and how he normally just takes control by having a dominant net worth, shutting him down right now is a very, very good time to get a kill.
And Matthew just realizing that Ancient Camp is blocked up. We're going to have to bring sentries out. It's been a great job by both teams, honestly. Like blocking Ancient Camps on both sides of the map, keeping their ward coverage up. Right now, EG do see Toby and Shad down in the bottom part of the map, which is why we see EG swarming down here as 5.
Yeah, also going for mid tower. Pakaz just starting to attack here. Knows that there's no chrono, so not as worried anymore.
Just force out the glyph. This is a lot of room for Quest, though. They're out on top. Phoenix getting his farm going. And this is one of those position 5 heroes that absolutely scales tremendously well.
Yeah, Phoenix does really well with both levels and a bit of items. That's why the Midas is so good. Getting early level 18 is really big. The damage from Supernova and extra hits to kill, both super impactful. But bottom tower does get taken out here. EG starting to be the ones to control the game a little bit more, using this window where Chronosphere is on cooldown.
And trying to convert the Sven's net worth into actual action.
Here comes the dive on Matthew.
Yeah, it's the jump stun. Mystic Flare. It's there. Matthew taken down with the Sunray on him. Whisper has arrived, TPs and looks for Noob. Does he want to do this? The roll there from C-Swell just in time, so they don't need the Ravage and they get a big kill.
Super high damage from Sven as well coming in. Doesn't even look like you have the Dragon's Blood leveled up when Sven uses Mass Command as Echo Saber and ulti.
Evaporate. Who's up here? Is that Omar just lurking in the trees?
He was scanned.
Like,
so
Whisper's still... Yeah, Tumble Toy. Over we go. Onto the Scarth Mage. Whisper trying to land that Meteor Hammer. C-Smile will connect as well, so a bonus kill here given to them.
Importantly, landing the Anchor Smash before he dies there, so maybe he gets the talent on level 20. Who knows? It's such a stupid thing that you don't even count. Like, there's no way to see how much armor he's gonna get if he takes it.
That's a rush ahead. Yeah, little buff icon. Buffs and debuff icons everywhere.
Oh, smoke reveal by C-Smile, but has to be careful. They could easily jump him as well.
And green lights are back as EG. They retreat knowing how scary this team fight capability is from Quest.
They don't want to give up Roche though, so they kind of have to wrap around and make a play. If they just leave the area, then Quest can take Roche very fast. They have Void, they have Beastmaster.
And Panda's courier was out there, I guess, scouting, waiting to deliver items. Cloak and Observer were gone. EG just give up control.
Yeah, they sacrifice it. Man, they're like, okay, thank you for prepping Roche. You did have to work, and we just come in and finish it, get the reward. Thank you very much. And what a good game to have Aegis on Faceless Void as well, so you don't get bursted by the Sven, who just now is about to finish up his silver or his Shadow Blade.
Yeah, well, what are we looking at for Shad's Faceless Void then? We've got that Shadow Blade on Sven.
It's just BKB for now. He's got his Midas, got his Maelstrom, and next up BKB, then probably back to Mjolnir, I would say. Mjolnir is really, really value for Faceless Void. Get extra damage and get the attack speed as well. So you can rely on your time lock.
And knowing how strong they are, Quest going to sit around near this top tier 2, chip away at it with that little zoo. Beastmaster sends forth his army.
Get the Ice Fire Bomb in there. Tower stood no chance.
That ancient creep is so useless unless you're pushing a tier 2.
Even then, it's not necessarily better than the dragon still.
I just wish I had a dragon.
DK jumps to Sven.
Yeah, gets the stun onto Pakaz, down to half HP, pops the God Strength and turns the silence to relocate. I don't know if Pakaz wanted to leave there because they had Whisper arriving and C-Smile. He's left all alone. It kind of felt like Pakaz wanted to fight that and kill Shad off the first time, but I guess it was too tight of a call to make, so now Panda's going to die.
He couldn't really run away, so all he could do was just stand and try and fight, and they did land a silence, so maybe they could have bursted at least the Aegis. Meanwhile, Wisdom Rune got TP for it on Nature's Prophet, gets it before the Skywrath can get there, and TPs to safety.
Omar's a bit upset. He walked half the map to get there.
They lost 2 heroes, but at the same time, they got the double Wisdom Rune, they kept the Sven safe. The downside is for them, though, that you don't really have a game on C-Smile here. He's, 7,000 net worth, he's barely ahead of the Phoenix at this point. It's looking rough, man.
That's a very, very challenging match for him. Especially when the Phoenix's Hand of Midas, he's going to start overtaking the Earth Spirit pretty soon.
I didn't point it out as well, but a really big thing in this game is that Faceless Void destroys Earth Spirit really hard. Time Dilation, it's just a great solution to the Rolling Boulder.
Right.
You have all this mobility, okay? No, you don't. You can't. And it's very easy to just land that as a Faceless Void.
EG going to go for a killer move here, it looks like. Sven not smoked with the rest of the squad. And God Strength on cooldown for 15 seconds. We'll get tethered up along with Panda as they head south, and the rest of the team going west. They seem a little lost here, not quite sure where they want to be heading. Like, do we have to clear out top wave and stop Beastmaster push? Do we want to kill in the mid lane? I'll go for a bit of both.
It's getting too awkward. The Helmo Dominator creep is making this smoke way too obvious. You see the full circle being drawn by Kaori here, saying, yep, they're in this area, and he's dead on the money. He is running into them, though. Has to be a bit careful. He does have his team nearby, but losing Phoenix immediately is not a good way to start a team fight.
He's walking in the trenches. If he pokes his head over that ramp, he's going to get it taken off. Oh, Shad, he's time walked forward here, but he still has that Aegis for 1:40. As Quest smoke now. It's their turn with every light green. They'll make the jump on Whisper. Dragon Tail and Mystic Flare, not the best combo against the Tide with Kraken Shell and Pipe. They get a bit of chip damage on him, but now it's Whisper's turn to move in. BKB out from Noob. Whisper and Sea Smile, they played aggressively into this, but Sea Smile has not been his game. He's got to roll away.
Oh, Sven was spotted. Sentry Ward on the ground, so they can see him in Silver Edge. He's gonna go for the Ancient Creep. Gets 253 gold at least. And good chance to fight here as the... Oh, actually, he got the Chrono.
Yeah, Shad's in with the Chrono on too. Earth Spirit and Tide inside. Tethers there from Panda. Doesn't keep C Smile alive. And Whisper going to have to Ravage. Connecting on 4, but no follow-up is there. Sven. He's nearby with God Strength ready, but this is EG on the run. They don't really have what it takes to turn and fight, or do they, with Picard's coming in from the left-hand side? Blows up Omar. Where's his next target, though? It's Toby, but he roars back onto him. And now Shad with Noob from the high ground is poking and prodding, kiting this Sven. Shad, he will lose his first life. Aegis down, but they are kiting Picard so very well. What can Noob do against Whisper? The big bodyguard has put his big body in the way, but he'll fall to keep Picard alive.
Oh, the Blink Stun.
Dragon Tail. I get a stun on the Prophet as well.
Beautiful catch there. And I think it was a wise decision by EG to just run away there. You can't keep fighting. That was a dangerous fight to take to begin with, going into the Aegis of Faceless Void there. They did do the best that they could, you know, in terms of taking such a difficult engagement. But Quest, they're going to be the ones coming out ahead. And again, they're controlling more of the map as EG have to run away. I like the choice as well, by the way, by Kaori to go for the Shard on Phoenix. I didn't think that Chrono was going to be a good start to the fight for them. But with the Sunray going during the Supernova as well, they had a lot of damage during the Chrono. So he actually purchased the Shard instead of just waiting for the Tormentor as well.
Yeah, I think that's something you've got to do on some of these heroes. I think about like Undying, Warlock, Phoenix. Sometimes you're not going to get Tormentor fast enough when you just buy Shard at 15.
I think there's a few heroes that you definitely need to buy it as a support, but Phoenix is one of those where you can, like we saw previously today, elect to go for a Hex or something else. Oh, Silver Edge on DK. Gonna get hit by Sven.
Yeah, BKB TP though. Have they got the physical to burst through him? Noob is out of there.
He held the stun for too long. He got greedy with it. He wanted to do 1, 2, 3 auto attacks before stunning, and the BKB TP outplay just can't keep him safe on Noob.
I needed a couple more seconds of uninterrupted hits. I'm not allowed it.
A thing about Silver Edge, by the way, is that the break doesn't work if you BKB. So it's actually not that dangerous for DK. If he gets broken by Silver Edge, he can press the BKB, and then Dragon's Blood is going to work again.
Oh, really?
Yeah. It didn't used to be like that, but that's the way it is now, unless it's been changed again. So...
Is that DK specific?
No, it's in general.
Okay. For some reason, I thought you couldn't dispel...
Yeah, you didn't used to be able to.
Right,
but,
okay, that's what you're saying.
Unless it's been changed, this was at least the way it worked like 2 weeks ago when I tested it.
Gotcha.
So, break is a little bit unreliable from Silver Edge currently. I think it was changed when the BKB was changed from Magic Immunity to Debuff Immunity. And I don't think it should work that way, but you know, never mind that.
Well, Spirit disappears. Actually, Dragon Tail and the Mystic Flare not really expending any massive cooldowns. They're still ready to fight with this Chrono Supernova. If they spot someone mid, just keep on going.
Yeah, and Noob already has that Manta Style on the DK. I love this build, the Manta Style, and then down the road we're gonna see the Aghanim Scepter with the level 3 ulti. Gonna go Black Dragon, and it's so annoying. The 60% slow from Manta Style illusions in AoE is really, really oppressive. It's hard to fight into. Of course, first he's queuing up a silver though.
Quest missed a trick here. They've got DK with big flappy wings. Beastmaster who summons a dragon, big flappy wings. Scarif Mage, big flappy wings. Phoenix, big flappy wings. Faceless Void? It should have been a TB or something, shouldn't it?
No, man, it's fine. They got Black Dragon, big flappy wings. You know, they're covering that base.
What about Beastmaster then?
He got the birds, the small birds.
Okay,
you know?
okay.
He got the hawks.
They've got five.
They got at least
wings.
one set of flappy wings per player. Don't worry.
That's what counts.
Yeah.
Share the load. And things calm down a little bit here. I mean, Sven, he is very farmed, 20,000 net worth, but he's not that far ahead of this DK and Faceless Void that you think, okay, he's going to slam them. It's been a challenge for Pakaz to really stick in these fights and get the targets he wants.
It's getting trickier, yeah. And the more the game is going to evolve, the harder it will be for him to be that hard carry that Sven wants to be here, because he basically doesn't have a mid laner. His mid laner is overtaken by the Phoenix right now, and is about to be overtaken by the Nature's Prophet as well. So you have an immense amount of weight on your shoulders. You have to be Atlas here. And against the Chronosphere and Beastmaster ulti, it's so hard, man. At some point, we might even see an Aghanim, some Phoenix, you know, it gets even harder.
So many hurdles. Aghanim Scepter up for the Nature's Prophet there. Roshan being eyed up by Quest, though. Whisper in the vicinity. 1 minute till spawn time. So they're not going to have it right here, right now. Twin Gate.
Yeah,
what's the timer like? A minute until day? So it's going to be a daytime Roche.
Yeah, 1 minute. Yeah, it's going to move towards bottom. It's not going to spawn top. But Radiant, they've prepared. They got wards both on bottom and top Roche. And meanwhile, EG, they don't really have the map control right now. Everyone's sitting back. They need to try and get these lanes back a little bit more and just, you know, take over an area. Move is going to come soon as Quest realize they're not going to be able to kill Roche if it spawns too late, so they're just going to go through, everyone to the portal. Even the Black Dragon is going through.
Everyone and their mums heading down bottom. And
so
this is
EG.
Yeah, this is something we were talking about in the previous series about Entity. EG, Beast Coast, both teams very good at having these singular moments in a game that turns the tide. And Whisper, he just jumps into the middle of 5. Says hello to Toby and Omar. They don't really want to be spending stuns and ultis on him.
They really don't want to go on tide, but Beast is fighting him slowly.
Just going to stand there. They see Matthew now. He's another target. They can go on to the Nature's Prophet for sure. And who are they going to chase onto, though? As Matthew going to sprout himself and gets a heal from Panda's Io. He's still going to die here eventually, though, as we did see Pakaz skirting the edges there with his Silver Edge, trying to find an entry point. But now C-Smile, he's rolled in. Silenced up, but got the roll off. Bit of distance from the rest of the pack. But another jump stun from Noob with a Mystic Flare again available. C-Smile roll is blocked, getting a bit away from Noob, but the Dragon Form and the BKB. That should secure the kill now, and that should secure Roshan for them.
Yeah, they just can't really find an angle, and one downside is Sven doesn't have a Blink Dagger as well, so doesn't have a way to, you know, jump in the way that you might want to burst the Skywrath or something to get an insta pick-off. And while the fight started possibly in a good way for EG jumping in with the Tidehunter, they didn't find an angle, and that's a lot because Quest already had the ward planted from before. They were just, you know, already in charge of the area.
It was their base camp that was being invaded. And they defend it with everything they've got. Aegis there for Shad. And mid lane, Pakaz will trying to shove in that mid tier 2. Let's see if he gets spotted out here as Shad moves forward with Kaori. He's stepping in.
Lincoln's on Sven because of the beast. I think he goes for
kill him. He does. Yeah. Just slaps the Phoenix down.
Nice quick kill. Solo kill. 747 gold for that one. And he's hanging around. Wants to do more with his ulti. Getting a bit greedy with it, but we see all of Quest playing pretty safe right now. Backing up.
Alright, this God Strength is like Metamorphosis, right? Big team fight ulti.
Yeah, you want to play around it. That's why you took the cooldown talent as well. You want to get the God Strength uptime to be higher. Looking for a goal on the DK, but not going to have God Strength long enough.
I felt like this game has been a breeze for Toby as well. Just up in his top lane with his summons, pushing out the wave. Picks up an Assault Cuirass now. On top of Pipe and Helm of the Overlord with a cheese.
Oh, Shad sees Sven.
Hello. Doesn't jump forward for it. Concussive shots flying, and Shad now thinking about how he can enter.
Phoenix is really far away is one thing about this fight for Quest, but maybe they will still try and go here.
I'll see Panda.
Not fast enough.
Any reveal? Oh, we're trying to splash off the creep wave, but a long tether over to Whisper. Panda, can he get to high ground? He's being closed in on from north and south. Noob and Shad just cut him off at the pass. Panda dead. With buyback.
Oh no.
Oh man, he's dead again.
Yeah, same thing happened. This is just deja vu for him. Gets jumped by Sven again. Didn't even need ulti to bring him down. Noob is chasing.
Can they extricate themselves from this situation? Looks like C-Smile cannot. Mantis-style DK right on top of him. Mystic Flare, the Blade Mail's there. Omar taking a bit of damage, but see Small is brought to his knees.
Yeah, no way that he gets out. Just quickly gonna go down. Shield Rune not gonna be enough to keep him safe. Matthew just sitting bottom, trying to push a little bit as Nature's Prophet, but that's really all they can do right now. Looks like EG don't really have the tools to take a single team fight. Pick off so Sven can work, but when it comes to 5v5 engagements, it's just impossible for them.
Yeah, it feels like Whisper is the only one with real agency. He's the only one that can dictate his own fate. Everybody else is waiting to see what happens, waiting for a moment where maybe there's a lapse in judgment or communication from Quest. But so far, they're being crisp and clean in this game one.
Yeah, looking fantastic on the side of Quest. And I like the choice here by Shad as well to go for a Lincoln Sphere on Faceless Void. Because you don't really need to go full damage build. You're already strong enough that you're winning the team fights. So the important thing is that you don't get picked off by Sven finding you and stunning you. And this is going to make it a little bit trickier for Sven. He can still stun you, coming out of Silver Edge, harpoon you quick, and then stun. But it's going to make it difficult. And it gives just one more layer of protection.
Noob has the Axe queued up. 3 grand away from it. And Picard's very forward here, clearing out the Radiant Ancients. There has just been a systematic play here from Quest. Tower after tower, lane after lane. Gathering up all those little bits of gold that have been left to them. Might even think about stealing a Tormentor or something.
Yeah, we'll see Wisdom Runes in 10 seconds. See if they can maybe make a play for both Wisdom Runes this time. It's already people are hanging out on their Wisdom. They're going there with DK. He's got Silver Edge in.
Yeah, and then EG on the left side of the map.
Yeah, exactly.
Sven.
DK steals it in front of Sven. 2 Silver Edge boys just hanging out.
Just hiding in Viz. Nobody to be spotted.
And now, like you said, that Tormentor is going to get taken down. Quests not going to be slow to try and build on their advantage already here. Removing the tier 2 tower, removing the Tormentor, all the objectives going their way. And 50 seconds on the Aegis. It's a good time to go high ground as Faceless Void and just auto-attack a bit.
Yeah, go click some buildings. We've now got Refresher Orb on the Phoenix as well. This is a tremendous build from Kaori. Nice. Midas into Refresher.
Is it for the Refresher, the 2 charges? It's buffed. The build's stronger now than it used to be.
I remember when ATF first came on the scene, he was just buying Refresher Orb first item on his Mars. Like, this is good, guys.
Yeah.
It was pretty nutty back then.
He's done a lot of interesting builds. See, he went Basher on Underlord as well. The guy is a Giga Chad, okay?
Oh, yeah, he is. I mean, Satanic first item Tidehunter? Hell yeah. Go for it.
Aegis is timing out, so we'll see if they... I think they stick around, though, and keep fighting this.
Yeah, Black Dragon, double catapults, pipe buff. Pretty tanky frontline here, and a full set of barracks is what Quest will claim. Retreating slowly, just going to filter back, not leave any stragglers alone, and Noob will gather up that mid-wave.
I like the word you said earlier, I like agency, because it really feels like EG, they don't have any right here to fight this. They don't have any single team fight spell outside of the Tidehunter Ravage, right? And it's just so difficult for him when the Earth Spirit doesn't have enough farm, and Nature's Prophet and IO, they don't really facilitate any form of ganks or team fighting necessarily. They're good global heroes, but outside of that, it just looks like they have no solution to what Quest are doing right now.
Yeah, it's like we often talk about, a hero's impact, but then you've got to start defining, what is impact, or why do they not have impact? It's really like a case study in this game on its own.
They're just gonna go mids. Like, you're going split pushing top on the side of EG, but Quest have a creep wave bottom. They can just go mid.
Yeah, they're straight up there. Dragon and Boar. The menagerie is here.
Okay, Dragon Knight did use his ulti before, and now he has Aghanim Scepter, though. So he doesn't really want to commit to this push. They're probably wanting to disengage here on the side of Quest.
I'll just chill for a bit. I mean, they can still hold this triangle high ground, right? The old school sit and wait under a ward. We got Chrono, Supernova, Mystic Flare. If someone pokes their head up,
only
take him down.
35 seconds, and then he has an ulti again. Hex on the Tidehunter with Blink, trying to catch Phoenix.
Yeah, Kaori turned into a little piggy. Tried his Sunray up to high ground, but he's cleared out and dropped the gem as well.
It's fine. He used Midas before he died. It's all good. No passive Midas. Pretty hard to have
going into enemy
Midas.
ancients. Oh, Matthew with the first point of contact. Beastmaster, he's been taken down quickly, but pops the cheese. Panda and Pakaz trying to chase down this Beastmaster. They do harpoon him back. drag him into the danger zone, and Noob trapped in the Sprout. He's
stun.
invis, and he revealed he's got a BKB up, so the stun won't land, and he goes for the TP. Oh, the damage from Pakaz won't come fast enough. But now this is EG kind of on the doorstep of Quest.
Yeah, that was a big swing right there, and they didn't expect this at all. Beastmaster was not saving buyback, so he is not ready to respond to the big pressure now. They're just gonna go straight tier 2 mid. EG managed to pull it out of a hat or something. That was a really nice play.
Yeah, Matthew just like, right place, right time, scouts out, sets things up.
Oh, look at them. The glorious dragon illusions just slowing down.
Kiting
Poor
away.
Sven. Kills them pretty fast though. They don't want to go and take a fight right now.
There is a DD rune down bottom though. Oh, Matthew. He stuck around up top. He was already pretty low HP before they even arrived.
Yeah, they bottle up the DD rune for Sven, so he keeps that for the next team fight. Has it available. Also got level 25 by now, so even more damage coming out.
How many ninja gears do we have in this game?
Let's do a little ninja check. We still have a lot of tier 3 items for the side of EG. As they got the Spell Prism at least now on the side of Tidehunter.
Penta-edge sword Sven.
Boy, that's a lot of damage. And getting that extra range as well. Always nice.
Feels pretty good. Yeah, Whisper Spell Prism. Like to see some shards come out for EG. You were talking about that Tide shard not long ago.
We got 2 Ninja Gears already on the side of Radiant. So Ninja Gear on Sky and Faces Void. That's a nasty combo in itself. The 2 of them can smoke up, go in, Chrono and Sky ult someone. Sven has done a fantastic job at just building up in this game. I mean, I said that there's like the weight of the world is on his shoulders, but he's living up to it for now. 8, 1 and 2. He is well ahead of everyone else now as well.
Has he hit his peak though? Can he go any further?
He can't really scale that much more, yeah. He's still got, you know, a few items he can get rid of, sell the power treads, replace it with something. Got the refresher queued up right now, but yeah, he will fall off at some point. But for now, he's definitely terrifying. But meanwhile, Roche gets taken quickly by Quest, so no matter how strong you are, you're not gonna get to use it right now.
Oh, those dragon wings flapping when he attacks.
Oh yeah, the attack speed on the DK.
Yeah.
This looks hilarious.
There's some funny stuff with AC and a beast on him.
Yeah, watch him get a moon shard as well. Feels real crazy.
Yeah, Pakaz had to use that DD rune. Couldn't keep it bottled up for any longer. So we won't get a team fight out of it. Who got the Aegis there? Was it Faceless Void? Yeah.
Yeah, they got it over on Faces Void. Just the main high ground pusher. Want to have it on him. DK doesn't really need it, because when you respawn as Dragon Knight, you don't stay in dragon form anyway. So it's a little bit like Terrorblade, you know, it's a bit weird. But he's fine without Aegis anyway. He just sits back. Push is coming in. Omar looking for a D-ward with Gem. Can't get it. Eyes on Pakaz. He wants to find an initiation.
That's a Lincoln's popped. Shad hexed up. A lot of damage just from one hit, but they've got stuns on the Pakaz. He's getting blown up. He's dead. No god strength. Does have buyback, but what's the point at this point? I'll dive in towards Whisper and Panda in the back. Looks like Panda was also trying to relocate, but didn't get the job done successfully. Quest has come in, swoop through, take some barracks down, move up top, kill off Panda's IO. Very smoothly done.
I don't know. He was just not on the same page as his Tidehunter. 2 of them need to go together there, and Whisper didn't blink in with a Hex. Buybacks? They need to use it.
Yeah, I mean, they've got to use everything here, surely. Their tier 4s are in trouble. Sea Smile's rolled in with the Magnetize. They've got the Chrono there. Eon Disc is procced as a Ravage is in the back lines, but Supernova Sudden Ray over the top of this Faceless Void doing an awful lot of damage. Earth Spirit's gone with no buyback on him. And now Pakaz's Sven all caught up in the time locks and stuns, and that's got to be it. Quest, they've shut out EG here from game 1.
I mean, it was a very anticlimactic ending to this game. And honestly, that's sort of how it felt the entire game. It was just building, but there was never really a big payoff.